Welcome, dear listeners, to an exciting new episode of the Southwest Desert. Today, we embark on a captivating journey into the realm of the desert tarantula, guided by the insights and experiences of a passionate researcher named Raymond W. Thorpe, who had dedicated 7 years in the 1930s to unraveling the mysteries surrounding these often misunderstood arachnids. Over the course of his extensive fieldwork, our intrepid scientist had the opportunity to handle an astonishing 20,000 tarantulas, shattering long-held beliefs and uncovering fascinating truths about these furry, eight-legged denizens of the American Southwest. Contrary to popular opinion, the spiders commonly referred to as tarantulas are properly known as Theraphosidae, which are a group of 900 species. Included in this family is the Goliath bird eater. These gentle giants have proven to be surprisingly docile, making them ideal pets for those brave enough to look beyond their intimidating appearance. In fact, his own children had grown up playing with these arachnids, forming close bonds with their unusual companions. While a tarantula bite may be unpleasant, causing a sensation similar to that of a bee sting, it is far from the life-threatening experience many people believe it to be. The researcher himself had voluntarily subjected himself to tarantula bites in the name of science, confirming that the effects, while not enjoyable, are certainly not lethal. Please leave a like or comment. For more desert journeys, hit the subscribe button. The fear and dread that so many people associate with tarantulas can be traced back to the legendary Lycosa tarantula of Europe, a species once blamed for the deaths of tens of thousands during a supposed spider epidemic that began in the village of Taranto. The origins of the name tarantula are shrouded in mystery, with some speculating that the town was named after the spider, while others believe the reverse to be true. Regardless of the etymology, the fact remains that the tarantulas found in the U.S. deserts are a completely different species, and our researcher had made it his mission to dispel the myths and superstitions that have persisted for centuries. One of the most surprising discoveries made by the researcher is the ease with which tarantulas can be caught. During the dry season, which spans from April to November, these arachnids can be lured from their underground lairs with a simple jar of water. By pouring water into the entrance of a tarantula den, the confused spider, believing that an unexpected rainstorm has arrived, will emerge from its hiding place, only to be captured in the jar. Of course, he was always careful to provide air holes in the lid, ensuring that his eight-legged subjects remain healthy and comfortable during their brief captivity. Tarantulas are remarkably long-lived creatures, with some individuals reaching the ripe old age of 30 years. During the rainy season, these arachnids enter a state of hibernation, sealing their 15-inch perpendicular tubes and tunneling uphill to avoid drowning. He has observed that tarantula dens are typically located on the south side of hills or elevations, a strategic choice that helps to keep these creatures safe from the dangers of flooding. Despite the researcher's best efforts to educate the public about the true nature of tarantulas, many misconceptions persisted, even among those who lived in close proximity to these arachnids. In Mexico, for example, people who had coexisted with tarantulas for centuries held a deep-seated fear of these creatures, likely as a result of Spanish superstitions that have been passed down for more than 300 years. Even among the highly educated, he had encountered surprising levels of misinformation, with one professor of natural science expressing the belief that a tarantula bite is invariably fatal. The myths surrounding tarantulas are not limited to their supposed venom. Many people believe that these arachnids possess superhuman abilities, such as the power to jump great distances or outrun a galloping horse. He had heard countless tall tales, from cowboys claiming to have narrowly escaped death by putting spurs to their horses, to old ladies swearing that tarantulas can leap 6 feet through the air. In reality, these creatures are quite slow-moving, with even a toddling tot able to outpace the fleetest tarantula. During the filming of a documentary on the life of the tarantula, he had the opportunity to witness and record a wide range of fascinating behaviors. One particularly noteworthy observation was the tarantula's meticulous grooming habits. Using their rear legs, these arachnids carefully brush their abdomens, sometimes wearing away the hairs through their fastidious cleaning routines. He noted that female tarantulas are especially clean creatures, with some individuals becoming almost entirely bald on the upper part of their posterior abdomens due to their constant grooming. Throughout his years of field research, the scientist had sought to uncover the origins of the numerous false superstitions surrounding tarantulas. He had come to the conclusion that much of the blame lies with pulp magazine writers, who had spun sensationalized tales of deadly tarantulas in order to make a living. These authors, often working with little to no actual knowledge of the creatures they're portraying, had played upon popular fallacies, creating a feedback loop of misinformation that has proven difficult to break. He had received many strange requests over the years, from individuals seeking tarantulas for use in voodoo rituals to those hoping to acquire deadly specimens for nefarious purposes. Tarantulas had also found their way into the world of education, with the researcher providing specimens to museums, colleges, and schools for educational purposes. The Toronto National Exhibition in Canada, for example, had called upon the researcher's expertise to acquire tarantulas, centipedes, scorpions, and trapdoor spiders for its natural science department. As we begin to wrap up this episode of the Southwest Desert, it's worth taking a moment to identify the three most commonly found tarantulas in the western United States. They are California Ebony Tarantula, Mojave Tarantula, and Aphonopelma Mojave. Armed with this knowledge, our listeners will be better equipped to appreciate these fascinating creatures when they encounter them in the wild. It's important to note that while tarantulas may not be the most conventionally attractive animals, they play a vital role in the desert ecosystem and deserve our respect and admiration. The next time you come across one of these furry arachnids, take a moment to observe its behavior and marvel at its unique adaptations, rather than giving in to the impulse to destroy it. In conclusion, the desert tarantula is a creature that has long been shrouded in mystery and misunderstanding. Through the tireless efforts of dedicated researchers like the one we've heard from today, we are slowly but surely peeling back the layers of myth and superstition to reveal the true nature of these remarkable animals. From their surprising docility to their fascinating grooming habits, tarantulas have a great deal to teach us about the wonders of the natural world. So, dear listeners, as we bid farewell to the viewers of the Southwest Desert for now, we encourage you to carry the spirit of curiosity and open-mindedness with you wherever your adventures may lead. The next time you find yourself in the presence of a tarantula, take a moment to appreciate the intricate beauty and complexity of this often misunderstood creature. Remember, just because an animal doesn't fit our conventional standards of cuteness or charm doesn't mean it doesn't have an important story to tell. Until next time, keep exploring the marvels that nature has to offer and never stop asking questions. The world is full of surprises, and there's always something new to discover. This has been another episode of the Southwest Desert, and we thank you for joining us on this captivating journey into the realm of the desert tarantula. If you enjoyed this tale, leave a like or comment. For further desert romps, hit the subscribe button. Happy trails!